What the fuck's going on, guys? Caleb Fast here with the fastest growing internet show and podcast on the planet Earth. I'm here today with my brother Bruce.
What's going on?
The Bruce Black, frequenter of the podcast, member of the Sincerely family, of course. And across from us, the man, the myth, the legend, Kirk fucking Danuco, baby. Let's fucking round of applause for my boy. Raise the fucking roof. How are you, my brother?
I'm good. Thanks for having me, buddy.
Of course, bro. Coming off a big event. For those of you who don't know, Kirk actually runs a what would you classify it as, like a multimedia company too, or just an event company, Medium Baby? What would you?
Yeah, I think usually I just to sum it up. I usually just say it's a show promotion company. Local show promoter.
Local show promoter.
Yeah.
So, how long have you had that now, bro?
So technically, the first show that I put on under the Medium Baby moniker was, I think it was like October of 2021.
Also, it's like fairly new.
It's functionally new, but the first time, but I got the business license for it in February something.
It's like official.
Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry, shit, I lied. I've deemed the Medium Baby birthday as November the 23rd, 2021.
November 23rd, 2021.
Yes.
Okay. That's fucking sick.
So that is in theory the birth of Medium Baby.
And what sort of, if you could describe Medium Baby, like, I know what it is, but to somebody who has no idea, because I did a bad job, I didn't even explain it. Give them a summary.
Yeah,
What is Medium Baby?
I mean, like, yeah, I try to sum it up pretty quick. The elevator pitch is that it's a show promotion company, local show promoter, collective concerts, indoor shoes, that sort of thing, trying to think of some other ones, A Minor Presents type thing, like in Toronto, but like just more general here in Niagara. And I know that like there's so much space for music promoters and musicians in general, 100%. Right? Obviously, yourself included. So yeah, I just figured that there was space for somebody that it birthed from me wanting to play, and then me realizing, God damn, that is a lot of work to play, practice, set up. Yeah. Do the whole thing, actually make money, sort of, not lose money every time you play. Yeah, not lose money every time you play a show. And I was like, damn, that is a lot of work. I'm like, let me just take the business half of that, all the logistics, and you just focus on being an artist, like whatever your vision is, let me help you with the other half of it, the shitty part of it,
Which is true, because like, fuck, especially, I do like both sides of that myself, and like, yeah, it's like, it's just constant, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to be an artist and like actually go somewhere, the workload is immense. So did you have prior interest in being an artist then?
Yeah. I mean, like,
you still fuck around and do your own shit?
Yeah. I mean, like, I host open mic at Monte downtown. And so like I play my own.
Eh?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, like, That's I still sick. Play like my own original stuff, like on.
I'm trying to come and play a show there, I think, for real. For real. Like,
I know a guy.
I know the guy. Because Real Kevin and shit was telling me about them. I actually have to re-interview Real Kevin. Let's hope real quick, actually, everybody just say a prayer to God that fucking this camera won't die on us halfway through. I have like 25 gigs of. I can see it recording on there. I can actually see it.
Yeah, you can see it through the mirror.
I can see it in the reflection of the aquarium.
That's what I was using as reference.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that literally works perfectly. I can literally see it. Wow, we might even just stick with this from now on.
Yeah,
we might
just put a mirror in the back. Yeah, and you can see the axolotl and shit too.
You know what I was thinking, actually? Okay, so you know what? So listen, on a real quick side tangent, fucking, I'm trying to move to Toronto in September, right? So I'm trying to think of like what the podcast room studio will look like, which will probably be my entire apartment, will look like in Toronto, and I want to have the backdrops to be the aquariums. Because for those of you who haven't been in this room, which is going to be the majority of you watching this, I have a 20-gallon long, and then I've got a 30-gallon standard size with the axolotls in it. You know what I'm saying? Kirk came in the room and was like, what's up with all the axolotl shit? And he didn't even see the axolotl.
No, I had no idea. I just saw all the axolotl like paintings and stuff, and I was like, yeah, but the empty aquariums, that's weird.
We're big axolotl fanboys out here. What do you think about axolotls, Bruce?
I have no idea what the fuck they are.
Yeah.
They're like a fish lizard thingamabob with, What the fuck?
Do you have any experience with aquariums in your time?
Yeah. Like a goldfish for my kids.
That's The ones from the fair.
Yes.
Oh
you know,
my
it
God.
was with the rocks, and then like when the fish dies, then you get rid of it.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah,
That one.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Those,
Starts and ends there.
those are a little bit more easily maintainable than the axolotls.
Especially when you let the kids maintain them because they die, and then you just.
Yeah, 100%. I wonder how many they go through at like the fair of those little fish. Like they're just destined to die, basically, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a farm that some dude is just like, get them out to the, Just,
So tell me where the medium baby sort of brand came from. To like, I don't know, like why would you name it that?
oh, the name?
Yeah.
Okay. I was actually hoping you would ask this one.
Yeah, because you know what's funny is when I didn't realize you were medium baby.
Right. Yes. I try very hard. Like, I'm not shy about saying, like, yes, I am medium baby.
I thought it was like, you know that guy, you're probably not familiar, but there's a blogger in Toronto. I forget which page it is, but he wears like a mask because he doesn't want people to know, well, for different reasons. He doesn't want people to know like who he actually is because there's a lot of gang shit in Toronto, right? So he doesn't want to get like shot like promoting somebody's shit.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? A little different for you.
Yeah.
No one's going to shoot Kirk.
No. Well, knock on wood. Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah. To you, don't do it.
Yeah, don't fucking do it. Don't do it, crazy fanboy.
So the medium baby name came from two places. One was my partner when I first thought of the name. Their Instagram handle is gigantic piss baby. I thought
that's your partner's.
That was my partner. Like it X.
Yeah.
X, yeah. So that was their Instagram handle. I thought that was hilarious.
Shout out to them.
Yeah. No, we're still cool. We're still very cool.
gang,
yeah.
gang.
So like it's no problem.
When people drop the ads.
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
They're like, get them. No.
Huggins isn't here. It's crazy.
Yeah, gigantic piss baby. And I was like, but what about like a small piss baby?
Yeah.
Or like a completely average. What does that look like? Is that just a regular piss baby? Like what is a piss baby?
Yeah.
So that was where half of it was, but then the other half was a instrumental math rock band from Kentucky named You Slut.
You Slut.
You Slut with an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
They have their second album, which came out in like 2014, is called Medium Bastard.
Okay.
And I thought that was a fucking hilarious name.
Yeah.
And that album slaps so hard, first of all, but nobody knows that band too. And I thought that was hilarious. So at the time, those two things kind of combined together.
And then they became that, and you were like, yo, this is going to be
I'm like, this is it. I'm like, what about a medium baby? Like the most average baby ever.
So the first time I became hip to you is because like I seen people were getting added to this Niagara playlist.
Right. Yes.
And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I should be on that playlist. Right? You know, like I was like,
I got you on there a couple times. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
4
yeah.
times.
Okay.
Well, I was just like, oh, he probably like definitely has no idea like who the fuck am I? He's like, he doesn't know who I am. I'm gonna tag him in this Love and Other Drugs reel. And I just said, hey, I'm Medium Baby. I have a song for your playlist. Remember that?
Yes. Yeah. That was a minute ago, though. No.
Yeah, and then fucking we just, you came to my warehouse show and I didn't even know you were Medium Baby.
Yeah.
Which was really funny.
Yeah.
And I remember you saying to me the one time, you were like, I'll post on my main account Kirk. I'm like, who the fuck's Kirk?
Who the fuck is this bitch?
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But, so is that how it started then, was just the playlist at first? Or was it with the events?
Yeah, it was a little bit of everything, honestly. I think like when I was starting to perform and stuff again.
Yeah.
So like.
So did you have a band?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I played at Warehouse back in February of last year.
Okay.
And that's kind of when I realized like, holy shit, this is a lot. But
Yeah.
Second of all, it was like, like I performed with my band, and I realized that it was too much. Sorry, what was the question again? I kind of lost track.
Well, I just said no. It was like, did you just start first with the playlist for Medium Baby?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yeah. And I was like looking through all the Niagara musicians, and I was like, who do I know from the area? And because of COVID and stuff, all the bands that I knew of either moved away or shut down, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
People didn't want to play anymore. Like Fat Moth, shout out Fat Moth, rest in peace.
Fat Moth?
Yeah, it was like John Lepp's band. He played at Vertigo.
Yeah. Somebody died?
Sorry?
Somebody died?
No. Just the band. The
fucking
band.
band. Oh,
The band's
God
dead. No,
damn.
you're like, damn. That's you're just throwing that out there. Yeah. You're like, this son of a bitch.
I'm like, damn. That was.
I understood what he said.
I'm like, Kirk, that was cool.
Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah. Just throw that out of nowhere.
He's just like, R.I.P.
Yeah, R&B. Yeah.
Wow.
And you're like, what the fuck? Okay. No.
God,
yeah. No. So. Yeah, a lot of the bands that I knew of from back in my day had shut down or whatever. I mean, like we lost a lot of venues as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, Peppers, Detour, the Green Room, stuff like that.
The Green Room, I didn't even know.
That's it's like somebody's house that people just kept playing hardcore shows in, but then someone almost got stabbed in the eye accidentally, and so they were like, maybe
Accidents
don't.
happen.
Yeah. No.
Accidents happen.
It happens.
Especially at the house shows.
Yes. Yeah.
We had a crazy house show.
Oh yeah.
We did. We had a good house show. Were you here for that?
No, I wasn't.
You were on a boat.
Yeah, I was on a boat.
Yeah.
On a motherfucking boat.
That was when
Boots and hose, man.
yeah.
That was when I was doing my blog of 2 straight guys doing gay shit.
You had a blog about 2 straight guys doing gay shit?
It was a joke. So I was out sailing with a buddy of mine. We sailed the eastern part of Lake Ontario for like a week and a half.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And it was just like literally we pulled up to a marina and there was a winery. So we parked the boat, went up and did a wine tasting. So I was like 2 straight guys doing gay.
Okay.
So I was doing videos. It wasn't
yeah.
actually a blog, but
Yes.
I was taking videos and sending them to my buddies. I think I sent it to you too.
Yeah.
It was like, 2 straight guys. I'm a big fisherman, so we were trolling off the back of the sailboat. So I sent it to my fishing buddies. I'm like, 2 straight guys doing gay shit. I'm like, well, the fishing isn't, but the sailing is.
Yeah. Or like the paddle boats, you know what I'm talking about? Just like with your buddy, like, I don't know. We need someone else here. The ratio is off.
So for a gentleman like me that has no idea what do you offer to musicians? Like what
musician?
Like, yeah. Like what do you offer to them? Right, so people like me, you're a promoter. Like I don't know what you do.
Yeah, no, totally fair. Yeah, and that's a fair question. That was something that I battled with myself.
He's super tapped in.
Well, it's something that I didn't even know.
It's true. It's a great.
No, it's a great question. Genuinely, because like when I first started doing this, I didn't really understand the term of local promoter. Yeah. That wasn't really a moniker that I like ascribed to myself at the time. It was just I'm taking
just handsome curly haired.
Well, I mean, like genuine, like the it started with like, what is the value that I provide, right? Which is essentially your question.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the value is a lot of local show promoters have what's the word? Reputation with like taking money from artists and whatever like that. And that was something that I genuinely want to not do. And
Good
so
business decision,
right? Yeah. I mean, like human capital, right? And so one of the things that a lot of local show promoters don't offer is a guarantee. So what that means is, as a musician, when you play a show, it's usually you take a split of the money that comes in, right? And so usually what a promoter will do is say, hey, let's say there's 4 bands on the bill, so including the promoter, minus the cost of the venue. It's like minus the cost of the venue plus your split. You're taking like usually the promoter takes like 30% or something like that, and then the rest is split amongst the bands. And it's like, well, at that point, why doesn't the bands just promote it themselves if they're doing all the work and stuff, right?
Exactly.
And so what a guarantee is it offers you a guarantee of money. Yeah. So it's like if the show has.
That's a good.
Yeah, I've learned a lot of weird words that I did not know were things since I started. And like setting up that show, they like threw words at me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I know what that means." And I'm like sitting there googling, like, "What the fuck is he saying?"
Kind of like me with the short forms that my kids text me.
Yeah,
what the fuck is this?
What's a BRB? But yeah, so it's like I'm gonna offer you X dollars, let's say $100, between a couple people to play a local gig, which is like usually you're lucky to get $30 and a can of pop to play a show. So
I never get no fucking cans of pop.
you're like, where's my fucking can of pop? Like, Kirk, that's for you. And so like, then the onus is on me to take that risk and say like, okay, I've taken on the risk. You guys have functionally no risk in this. You could just show up, clock it in, and then leave, right? But the value, I guess, that I provide is functionally taking that risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you have like a set of venues that you constantly deal with, like that you, or is it something like you'll just go approach?
Yeah. So I mean, I haven't like locked in. Sorry, I haven't locked in a venue that I'm
Constant.
Yeah, constant at. But there's a couple that I generally move between. When I started this too, it was like one of the things that I wanted to do was call it Unite Niagara, where like I was playing in multiple venues throughout Niagara. It's a little bit optimistic to think that one dude could do something like that. So yeah, maybe settling down in one place is probably the way to do it in terms of a business decision. But I still do want to find a way to like, let's find a way to make this a little bit more community oriented as opposed to business oriented. Obviously, the money has to come from somewhere. It's a means to an end, not an end in and of itself for me. But it has to happen, unfortunately, right? So,
is this your full time? Like you do, like this is all you concentrate on?
No, it's not my full time. My full time, like my 9 to 5. I'm a developer, like software developer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't share that often.
Guys like me who don't know, that's a stupid question.
No, it's a good question. It's not a dumb question. Yeah. No, that's my 9 to 5. But what was it? 6 until midnight, whatever. I'm doing medium baby stuff, or maybe during my lunch break sometimes too.
So when you say you would, like, you think, I feel like the only way it would be good to like stick with one venue is like, I think that'd be hard though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like venues change their stuff all the time. Like Warehouse just changed all their fucking Like Warehouse is expensive to play at now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've always been. I think they're upped
more
it.
expensive than other ones, but like they have like, you know, if you're an at least very like small to averagely large artist, like very like a D-list person, you know, or below, like you want to play at Warehouse because at least it's like a professional.
Yeah.
Not even D-list or I shouldn't even say that because it's fucking stupid because it's like really popular people play there, right?
Right.
That's probably the best venue, most venue to play in Niagara.
Yeah.
Right? But they know that, so they charge. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you know, if you
well, it all comes with it, right? Like the thing is, it's like with Warehouse. I mean, I know the guys there, so like I'm gonna be chummy with them, obviously, but it's also like, yeah, like I understand the value that they provide too, right?
No, they do. Like you pay to play. Like I mean, it's a fucking good show. They have a fucking sound engineer that comes with the venue.
Yeah.
They have a couple girls doing the bar or whoever doing the bar, and then they have someone there doing tickets. They have someone there doing security. Yeah. Right. But
in theory, you might be able to talk him down out of doing a lot of those things, depending on what your setup is.
Yeah.
You know, like if you don't need bar, then maybe he can cut it down, or if like, maybe you don't need a door person because it's a free event. You know, like you could probably talk him down out of that.
Yeah, the door person,
right?
I feel like you don't really need it as long if you have somebody there.
Yeah,
but I mean, they scan tickets and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know. I just think it would be tough to like choose one venue because there's constantly different venues also popping up.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were gonna do multiple areas, like if you were gonna start doing like Medium Baby in Toronto,
right?
Like you know what I'm saying? Then you could be like, okay, in Niagara we're gonna do shows at fucking Warehouse.
Right.
In Toronto we're gonna like get a deal with fucking Sneaky D's or
whatever. Yeah.
So, what does it look like for you? Like, are you just trying to fuck with people from Niagara?
Yeah, for now. So like, how do I say this? There's a concept in business functionally, which is just like your market, right? So the market that I want to fight in is Niagara, right? Like in Toronto. And that's smart. Yeah.
That's pretty smart. At least like for now.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you might as well get like the best, like, yeah, that's smart because you see that there's like a window there.
Yeah.
That like no one's really actually doing what you're doing. The only people that do what you do are like A Minor Presents and stuff, but they're a Toronto company.
Yeah.
That put on shows sometimes, not even in Niagara really, mostly in like Hamilton.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And they only do like post-punk shows and like
Right.
pop- or,
Yeah.
punk rock shows.
Yeah.
You know, they're never gonna fuck with me or somebody that's like outside of the genre.
Right.
You know, whereas you do just any genre, like let's
Yeah.
make money type shit. Like
Yeah.
you know, like if there's people to play, like let's fucking play. Which
Yeah.
which I like that because, you know. There's like I've even now just ran into a Niagara venue that doesn't want to have me back because of my genre,
Right.
which is just like what the fuck, like
It's weird.
yeah. super weird,
Yeah.
because you think that a large part of what we're doing here is fucking trying to make money,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
don't
make
know.
money, and like honestly, people is people, right? Like you bring people to the
Well, if
venue, you
you're
bring
a
people to
venue,
the venue.
it's like Doors will book me in Hamilton,
yeah.
right? And they're like they have like Hail Satan on the menus and shit. They're a fucking hardcore venue,
Yeah.
Like, but they booked me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because they don't
yeah,
care.
yeah.
They don't care. They just want a venue's a bar. That's
Yeah.
what a venue is. They
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
alcohol. That's
Yeah.
literally what they do. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't do anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just a place that's licensed to serve booze. So you'd think they just want people to come in and drink.
With that in mind, we do need more venues in
Yeah.
Niagara. Way more.
100%. And the venues that currently exist that are also trying to fight it out. Like why would you choose now to be stingy?
Right.
Maybe if you're an established venue, like if you're like the Atria or like one of these other venues that are like been around for fucking time and they're like fuck all these other bands that aren't bands.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like I get that. But if like if you're a venue that's just coming up, why would you be like picky on genre?
Right.
Is the Scotiabank Arena picky on who plays? No. Fuck no. They just care that they're going to fill the fucking room.
Yeah.
I just lost it. Oh no! Is there a market out there for all ages?
All ages. Yes.
Big time. It's the
Huge.
market.
Yeah, that is the market. Yeah, like that festival that I just put on a couple weeks ago was all ages. Or I tried really hard to make it all ages and bring a bunch of people out there. It was at Brock University, and so a big part of my mentality there was like what would it take to bring a Brock student out, especially if it's like maybe you graduated early or maybe you have an early exactly, you know, that sort of thing. But I mean, it actually really starts with like, I think back to like when I got into music, you know, like I don't know what your formative memories surrounding music were, but
Magician.
right.
Not a musician. I'm a magician.
Magician, yeah.
He can do like
But you need music in the background, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, sorry.
Oh no, so would you recommend like somebody like new artist get a promoter? Like should they start to just try to bang it out themselves at first, or would it be
bang it out?
bang it out themselves, or you know, approach the promoter and try to get their name and their face out there that way?
Let me say one thing quick on that. You get a promoter if they're like him. But like, I'll let you answer it. But I mean, I fuck with you. But yeah, go ahead, answer the question. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, honestly,
Sorry. We're on the
if you're just a kid, honestly, if you're a kid, just like proper like 16, whatever, try and see if you could just set up a basement show with some buddies. Basement shows are how music, like community and culture, is actually built. Like properly, that's how you should actually start. I don't have a basement to do it, otherwise I would.
Yeah.
Isn't that where
Yeah, proper.
garage
Sorry?
bands?
Let's use my basement.
Oh, right now, let's do it.
So is that where garage bands came from?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, proper, right? It's just some dude that had space to throw music. That's where it
And
starts,
didn't give a
right?
fuck about the cops. coming.
Yes, yeah. When the cops show, it's just this, right? Like that's. I mean, that's.
9/11, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's mostly punk, anyways, right? You
Yeah.
think like OG punk, which was "fuck you, the Queen," but then now it's like ACAB and stuff like that, right? Which is punk nowadays, right? And then also pop punk, which is like "fuck my parents," you know?
This is all. I'm old, so I have no idea.
Eh, fuck my teacher.
Yeah, my mom doesn't understand.
Yeah. Literally.
I'm just a kid.
Yeah. Oh my god. All right. Yeah. Well, we might as well talk about the festival you just put on. So you.
Oh, true.
It's the second one you've put on.
It's the first I put on.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the first Vertigo festival. First Vertigo Music Festival. Are you gonna stick with that name? I like that name.
Yeah.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
So he put on a festival called Vertigo, and let me see. Yo, I bet you I could name off every single person that played right now on this festival. Ready? Zach Burry, John Lepp, right? Sunshine Express, who I have a show coming up with. Gang. Days on Parade, Mall Crimes, Single Mothers, they headlined. Single Mothers headlined. Sleepy Jean, Gravely, Pew Pew Pew.
Ooh, you're gonna piss them off.
Oh wait,
they opened. You might have.
That post-hardcore band that I'm forgetting. That post-hardcore band that went first. Over it.
Yes.
Over it.
That's it. Nice. You saved your ass.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's 10.
Oh my god! And I didn't even see. I actually apologize because I really wanted to see Over It, but I didn't see Over It. I missed Over It.
All right, Austin. You know who to get.
If you want to do a show, hit me up and I'll hear you then. What a great time. I mean, I had a fucking blast.
Good.
I had a fucking blast. You had it at Isaac's.
Yes.
Which I'd never been to. No idea what to expect.
Right.
Really cool venue. You set it up really cool. So he had like a big main stage with like a general admission area, like your typical sort of stage. And then upstairs, if you had VIP, which obviously I fucking had. If you didn't have VIP, you were lacking. Big lacking because you missed half the fucking festival. Literally. And I was like, this is so smart that he designed it this way. So if you had VIP, you can go upstairs and there's like a small little acoustic kind of stage area.
Yeah.
Is Sunshine Express... They're not acoustic though.
Not generally,
but they adapted to.
Yeah, I've seen them play some acoustic sets. So I was like, "Yo, do you want to do it?" Also, they were running Sunshine, and not Sunshine Express, but Routine Exploits was running the the sound and
and
lights
that's who
and
they
stuff
said they were like our label, right?
Yes, yeah. So
yeah, exactly. it was awesome. So how long did that take you to kind of put together? A while.
Technically, I started planning it in like early August.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I expected. I didn't think it took too long, but I was like, I wonder if it actually took fucking forever.
Yeah, it took a minute. Well, because at first it started off as not a festival.
Yeah,
it started off
Things tend to.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah, like I had the idea, and I think I reached out to the Isaacs.
Yeah.
In like June. It was like my second week of my new job. Yeah. And I just started my new job back in like June.
You're like let's make life complicated.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, let's just really fuck my shit up. Yeah.
That's like literally how I roll.
Yeah, and so I reached out to the venue and asked them to book, what was this date? February the 10th.
Yeah.
For a show, and then it turned into, so I wanted to book Cleopatra. I don't know if you...
I do know that.
Yes, yeah. I wanted to book them, but for lack of better terms, things just didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Sure. Yeah, and like there's a bunch of variables that like you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
At the time, and so yeah, we made it through that, and I kept looking around, and eventually Single Mothers sort of landed on my lap, and I was like, I think this is it, and like, but I don't know if they're big enough to like sell out Isaac's on their own, because Isaac's has like a 500 cap is a 500 cap venue. Yeah. So I was like, okay, what if I got a bunch of bands that in theory could sell out smaller venues in and of themselves, but then put them all in one big venue. Yeah, and I was like, okay, I think this is it. I think we got it. Mm-hmm. We got it.
Yeah. So Single Mothers is super hard, eh? They're sick.
Yeah, they were great.
I fuck with them.
Yeah.
They're I guess a band that's like had a whole bunch of different members throughout the years. I forget who I was talking about. Oh, I was talking about them with this guy named Chris Accursi, one of my buddies.
Okay.
Who was in a band called oh man. Hold on. Shit. His band was actually like doing really good. Fuck. It'll come to me. But anyway,
just put it in post.
Yeah. Literally, I'm gonna have to fucking. God damn it! I hate when I have to edit these. No.
I'm gonna Google it.
No. I'm gonna. Yeah. Oh fuck. God damn it! I can't think of it right now. That's really gonna bother me. Fuck. Anyway, I was talking with him, and he was like, "Yeah, they're a sick band, but they've been around, I guess, for a really long time."
Yeah.
So were they easy to like work with, or was it kind of like how to get a hold of them?
Yeah, it was pretty easy to work with them as a whole. Again, this was my first time working with like a bigger band. You know, like properly a band signed to a label type thing. Yeah, they're signed to. I mean, all those bands. Well, okay, so technically, Maw Crimes and Single Mothers are signed to Dine Alone, and Pew 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 is and Pew 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 is signed to Stomp, which is I think based in Montreal.
Mole Crimes is signed to Dine Alone?
Yeah, I think they both are. Yeah.
Wow.
Which was really cool. Yeah, that was really fun to work with the promoter for that, or sorry, the promoter, the booker.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also like some weird where like the booker was like going through changes in terms of like the management structure or whatever like that. So it was like the perfect storm to like really slow down the process. But like he was super flexible with me, and Andy Kalanico, also shout out to you. Super helpful with like the booking process and stuff.
He's a fucking gem.
Oh, amazing. Yeah,
He's a
yeah. I saw
fucking
him during
He
performance.
he was wearing in his first ever concert the band's fucking t-shirt of the guy that I'm fucking talking about that I can't think of the fucking name. He was wearing the fucking t-shirt.
I Got the Girl? I don't know. It's the first thing I could think of.
They were the Snips, but then they became not the Snips, I think. I'm pretty sure.
The Ceremonial Snips?
Oh no, they were the Snips. The Ceremonial Snips. Yeah, I thought of it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was it.
Is that it?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
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 The collective us. No, we did it together.
That's the hive mind.
That's teamwork.
That's right.
That's teamwork. That's
But,
how she goes.
But yeah, no, I mean I had a great time. Like it was an awesome event. How many people ended up coming?
I think we had about 200, something like that. But then also
was
that's
busy in
before that's before crew and stuff.
It was busy in
Yeah.
there for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
So a band like Single Mothers, like they obviously like when you're booking a band like that, like I mean, they've got like big songs, right? Like they're a pretty big band.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people in the hardcore community, especially in Southern Ontario.
So they want a
that
guarantee.
know them.
Like they need to show up for a guarantee.
Yeah. Like, and once you get to like those levels, and like honestly, like most like non-local shows, functionally, a lot of the time there is like a guarantee, even for like smaller bands. You know.
Yeah, every single band on there had a guarantee, right?
Yes, yeah. It just makes the math easier for me too.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm not like, okay, well, like, what happens if this, and then we can split it down, and then this, and this. It's just like, all of you guys, like, what do you want? And like, let's talk it out now. Let's lock it in.
Yeah.
And like, there's no like, oh, if this, then this, or whatever. It's just you're getting this, and like, we'll call it even.
Yeah, they came and fucked that shit up.
They did.
That shit
proper.
was fucking lit.
Yeah, and like
Shout
over
out to them. I want to have them on the pod for real.
Yeah.
Or even just that lead singer guy.
Drew.
Yeah. He
Drew,
looks like he
Drew.
dragged himself out of a fucking sailboat for that show.
Yo, he's good. He's playing, I think, Brantford. Yeah, Brantford on Tuesday
They
next
sell out
week.
shows.
Yeah.
They sold out doors and like, you know, they
Yeah,
on that tour, and I was like, that's when I found that's when I heard about them.
Yeah.
When they were on tour with Monk, I think, and then another
Yes,
band.
Monk. Yeah,
The hardcore community is interesting because there's a lot of different sounds that like come with hardcore, right? Like bands like, you know, Mall Crimes and Single Mothers, like those are completely different sounding bands.
Yes.
In my opinion.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I think there's debate over what's hardcore versus post-hardcore versus this.
Well, I think
this,
post-hardcore
and this.
would have to have singing in it.
Yeah.
Correct?
Well, I mean, like I got into an argument about this a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, maybe I don't fucking know what I'm talking about anymore.
Yeah, I feel like post-hardcore is like, well, I obviously think of Alexis on Fire, right?
Right.
Like I think they're like the definition of post-hardcore.
Right.
Right, which
Or
is like it's like the balance of, I don't know, I like the whole genre name is cool too, like post-hardcore, like after hardcore.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it does make sense because it's, if you think of punk music, like eventually became pop punk. So it's
Right.
almost just like a softer version of hardcore.
Yes.
You know, because hardcore, I like some hardcore music, but a lot of it I'm not a huge fan of because I have no fucking idea what they're talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Or what they're saying.
Yeah.
But when you get an ear for it and you start to enjoy it, like bands, you know, are you familiar with Judgment, the
Judgment?
post-hardcore band from Oshawa?
Oshawa? No. Oh wait.
Yeah,
Oh no.
they're, like, pretty-
I do know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah. They play here moderately recently.
They played with Otherwives.
Otherwise,
That's
okay,
like
yeah.
that.
That was that Judgment show with
Yeah.
the banner thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
they're fucking super cool. Like they're post-hardcore, right? Because they have the singing and some
yeah.
So it's interesting. So with well, actually, I was gonna say too. What did you think of Days on Parade? Because I think that was like my favorite one that I saw. I think that was my favorite
Yeah.
band I saw that night.
Yeah, they're definitely
I like Bravely and all them too. Like they're all sick.
Yes. Yeah. No, because like Days on Parade is, call it the most digestible band on there, or more you know, like it's
like overarch, like anybody, your mom would like
yes,
them.
yeah,
type
my
shit.
mom did like them. She
Yeah.
was there.
She was there. That's lit.
She was there. Yeah,
She copped that VIP ticket.
Yeah. Well, no, I was like, Mom, you're my mom.
Yeah.
You get it. Like
Moms
obviously,
get guest listed.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Except
my
for
mom, my
mom.
parents.
She's got to buy a fucking ticket. No, just kidding. Oh, damn.
Mom, no, I promise.
Yeah.
No, no, my parents, my fam got in for
They had to.
Yeah,
They
because
had
I
to.
was like,
Guest
because they were
list
like, no, we'll buy it.
That's
I'm
the
like,
baby bus.
yeah, I was
baby.
like, we'll buy it. I'm like, no, don't you fucking dare.
So it was cool. Like, did the card kind of make itself, or did you intend to do bands and then acoustic?
So it was, in theory, it was supposed to be like 2 different stages with 2 different bands.
Yeah.
So it'd be something like at first I wanted Jin to headline the second stage.
Jin's
but
hard.
yeah, but then I looked at the actual layout of the area and I was like, I don't know if we can get a proper band up there.
No, it's too small.
And I talked to
Oh, it could be a ripper up there though.
it would be loud as fuck.
Loud as fuck. It was loud as fuck downstairs.
yes.
Not like, rock concert loud.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
like Why Am I Here loud.
Yes, exactly.
Well, I seen Second Harbor at doors, and they were loud. They were too loud. They were too loud.
I
but
mean,
love
sometimes
them. My
the
favorite
sound
fucking
engineer is
band.
just like, you know, up to 11 or whatever, and you're like, oh, fuck.
That's when I started wearing earplugs.
Oh, that's always what. Yeah,
After-
I don't raw dog that shit anymore. No, as a kid,
I
I was
raw
like,
dogged Beer
you
Festival.
can't. Yeah. Oh, you did? Damn.
My mom got me some sick earplugs too for
The loops
Christmas.
or whatever.
No, I don't know what they are, but they're like designed to let some in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know what
Yes.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta plug them. Let's plug them. Let's see if we can get a sponsor.
I know, I forget. They're like condoms with a hole in it, you know?
Okay,
Just
yeah.
a
It's
little
not
gets
loops.
through.
I think it's the loop ones.
Yeah. I don't know.
Dude, yeah. Let's just put it in
Loops.
post.
It was
Put a
loops.
picture.
That's it.
Shout
Yeah.
out Loops. Maybe you could
Maybe that is them.
Maybe you could be the first sponsor of the podcast. Actually, that's a great question. Why don't we bring that up? Hey, Niagara businesses, who's going to be the very first sponsor of the podcast? Who's going to be the very first sponsor of the podcast? Let me know.
Who would make sense?
Carlton Barbershop.
Carlton, but okay.
That would make sense, but my boss would have to pay me, and he wouldn't pay me. And there's nothing he could. I already plug him enough. Like, there's nothing he could give me to make it like, you know what I'm saying. Whereas like if Medium Baby, or Spinosa's Bakery.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
is it.
These are ideas.
I'm just name dropping.
bringing bread.
motherfuckers,
Bringing
you know?
bread. Just like, hey, what's up,
Yeah.
guys? You like this bread?
I feel like it'd be tough though. It would have to be a brand that like didn't give a fuck about too much of their social image, like Nelk. You know, because like sometimes we say outlandish shit. We were talking, my buddy was talking about
Nelk?
heroin on here. You don't know what Nelk is?
Am I off? Do I not? Okay, good. I was like, am I just not hip and happening anymore?
Is that like milk?
Like Full Send.
Full send?
You know what Full Send is?
I know
You
it
know
is
what
a
Happy Dad is? The drink?
the drink. Wow, I'm getting
What
humiliated.
the
I'm getting
fuck?
humiliated
Oh,
on live.
no,
on
no.
Maine, my guy.
You know what Nelk is? They're the guys who got famous for pretending to work at places they didn't actually work at.
Oh,
There you go.
it's a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
I
me.
thought it was I'm thinking it's an agribusiness.
Oh, dude, yeah, I thought it was a Niagara.
I'm
Bit. I'm
sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
with
so-
you.
yeah.
Maybe it's
I'm
my
sitting here
fault.
like, what the fuck is
it-
is this
yeah,
like a milk
like-
company?
That's what I'm like. Is this like
Okay, yeah.
It could very well be my fault. No.
Tired, you work.
No, it's okay.
I
Yeah,
did work today.
No, I do. Yes, I do. They walk in with like ladders and shit into movie
Yeah, they'll do
theaters. They're
crazy
just like,
shit.
yeah. This is us.
They do anything.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, it would have to be a brand. Anyways, any Niagara businesses that want to fucking give me some money, and I'll fucking throw your shit up on here.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Nah,
That'd be
man.
lit. What are the plans going forward for this year? Like, what do we got going on? Do we got more festivals? Or no?
Definitely trying to make this the Vertigo
Yearly
annual
thing.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes. So stay tuned for that. Don't want to put too much out there, but yeah, we have. I was actually just looking at the calendar and ignoring Vertigo too. We have about 10 shows lined up for the next year.
Damn.
In
Been
theory,
booking.
between me and my team.
Yeah.
And we're getting leads every day, and I was like, man, like I'm so glad I have an amazing team behind me. Should I just start shouting out names here?
Probably.
Probably. Oh God, I can't forget them. Sam, Alyssa, B, Jess.
Damn, you got a team. Do you pay them?
With Coke.
What kind? Where do
Yeah,
I
in a
sign
can.
up?
No, whoa, in the can. Yeah. For legal reasons, that's definitely
Yeah.
canned Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, like,
Comes with its own straw.
yeah. No, I
And
mean,
it's
like,
metal.
I mean, I pay. You know, we pay with the occasional pizza party or whatever. But
Bro,
like,
I
it's
was
like
just-
we all like. I don't get paid either.
No, exactly.
You know, so
Same.
because I think there is some people think that I am out here like making proper cash and just running away, and I'm like I have to be very
Just
clear.
invest it back in, right?
Yeah, like I have like I event like sometimes I'll pay for a bagel for myself. Whoop-de fucking do.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
But it's usually in the context of like, I'm
you're not
with my
making any
team.
money. Like, you're not keeping
No.
money from it. You're reinvesting it back in. That's what everybody does in the beginning.
Yeah.
No one's clearing checks here.
No.
Checks
I'm
are
not
paying other people, bro. You know how
Yeah.
hard it is to put on like what this man put on at Brock? You know how much money he had to pay? He had to like pay out to people.
Oh
You
my
probably had to
God,
pay out
yeah.
so
When
much
he spends a month in coke.
Yeah. The canned Coke. Canned
to
Coke.
pay all his staff.
Yeah, all those straws, man. It's all going to straws.
Paper, right?
Fuck, not the paper straw. No, I pay premium.
That's it.
For that plastic one. Yeah. Biodegradable plastic. That's where my money goes.
So 10 shows left this year. Can you give us any give us a teaser on who do you got coming up? And when are we gonna do one?
Teaser. I'm planning something big for Medium Baby's birthday.
Okay.
How's that?
In November.
With
who? That's so far away.
Yeah.
You can't.
I will be honest though, that one is still very, very, very much in the works.
Yeah.
So it's like I wouldn't even feel comfortable saying who
it
is
might
because
be.
who it might
No
be
sweat.
because I'm like, I don't want to be saying it. That they're like, oh, you motherfucker, you're
You
saying that.
put out. Yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
They're like, we had one Instagram DM exchange, and he's telling us the date of this festival.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
headlining.
But yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that I have coming up that is of note. But I do have my team behind me, and they're like, I'm trying to see if we can get everyone else booking more shows and like trying to figure out a way that it makes more sense for all of us to work together as opposed to independently.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. I know that Routine Exploits does something similar as well. But it's all that's what it is, baby. It's all about the music.
Yeah,
Just
that's
gotta flow
right.
through it and
All about
shit.
the vibes.
Yeah, it's good. You did ask a second question though.
When are we doing a show?
When are we doing a show?
Yeah.
Are we booking it? Is this shit happening live?
This is the fucking merger.
All right.
This is the merger.
We got video evidence.
Listen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's gotta happen.
Fuck.
This is the fucking. This is it. You
This
can
is
get
it.
me a warehouse discount.
What's your what's the lineup that you want? What's the dream lineup? What's your dream lineup, my man?
I'm tell you what.
Who do you open
on
up?
March 30th, I got a pretty good lineup. I can't lie to you. March 3rd. Actually, I'll announce this show now because by the time this comes out, the show will already be announced. But actually, me and Brucey were cooking up a little mini tour today. Me and Brucey were cooking up a tour today at the shop. Can't even lie. Tell them about it.
You're the Ottawa, maybe Belleville, maybe in like 2 weeks, maybe.
So there's this rapper from Toronto named Roni. You know who Roni is?
Roni?
Yeah. Do you listen to rap at all or no?
I'm not into the local hip hop scene
so he's
as
from
much as
Toronto.
I should be.
Do you listen to any Toronto rap?
I'm gonna say no
He's got
just
that song.
to be.
He's like, don't go there. They strap with a pole there, and I keep on big gun.
No, I don't.
No,
I don't
that-
sorry, no. Wow, that escalated quick. Yeah, that sounds like it. Yeah, I know that one. Oh shit!
That's a
No,
Lil
you
Wayne
should start it.
song.
Yeah.
I might be opening for him in Ottawa. Yeah. So anyway, so we were trying to base a tour around that, but I have a pretty good dream bill, so to speak. Actually, I'll tell you who my dream bill is. Actually, I can cook up one pretty quick. But March 30th at the Art Bankhouse in Welland, which I haven't
Nice.
been to yet. Have you
Yes.
heard of that yet?
Yeah, I've been there. Yeah.
Oh, you've been there?
I've been there once.
Haven't
twice.
been there yet, which is sick. I'm from
Yeah, it's a
Welland.
gorgeous.
That's my
It's a gorgeous
hometown.
venue. Yeah.
Super stoked. Me, Sunshine Express,
When's that?
Nitro Girl, and oh fuck, I'm forgetting the other band's name. because they're
You're
brand
playing
new.
with Nitro Girl and Sunshine Express?
Yes, I am.
Yo, sick.
I am.
That's a blessed bill.
And another band called Actual Proof.
Oh yeah,
I've
okay.
never heard of them yet, but they're a jazz fusion band.
Yes.
And guess what? This is a whole bunch of different genres playing together because why? Everybody will bring different people.
Yep.
It'll be a sick show. I'm really excited for that show. And then I have one March 22nd at the Staircase in Hamilton. I've never been there
Nice.
yet. Do you know
To
what that is?
answer your question, I think it was March 30th.
Oh, is that your show?
March 30th, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
rip.
Yeah.
That's my sister's birthday party.
Shit.
Yeah.
Bring her out.
No, it's do you know
My
do you know?
birthday's the next
Yeah,
day.
it's the same thing.
Is it?
Yeah, 31st.
Oh shit.
Easter this year.
Oh shit. The Messiah. You and him, bro.
Yeah.
Tapped in.
Tapped in. Right, yeah, I was
That's
just
lit.
about to say that.
He is risen. Is that Bruce?
Oh, it's the same. They're the same. Wait a minute.
Just
Oh, that's
Bruce
why
and
he
Jesus look
shaved.
pretty
Oh.
similar.
yeah.
It comes out with the hands. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's amping up. But we should talk, and put on a
Yeah, offline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
big business.
So, when you talk about a show together, will you be playing yourself?
Oh, that's a fun one.
That would be
Probably not. If you beg me, beg and plead.
fun. I'll beg. I'll beg.
No,
Grovel and everything.
Yeah.
Baby, please, baby.
There's a chance. There's a chance that I would play, but
My
you could be at the back and like a performer.
my dream bill right now, to answer that question, 'cause I actually was thinking about
let's
that.
see that.
An attainable one, like right now, out of the people I know, can it be that?
Whatever you want.
I think that's
Put
better.
Tyler the
because,
Creator
because
if you
that
want.
way then I can tag people in it and it'll be like
You don't want to tag Tyler the Creator? Are you kidding me?
I don't really like Tyler the Creator. I would definitely like open for him though. Fuck yeah, I would.
Yeah, say that.
100%. Tyler the Creator.
Yeah,
I don't
put
love
that
your
up,
music,
put that
but I would open for you.
Yes.
I would totally open for
Yeah,
you.
I mean, I don't think. Yeah.
Dream bill right now though, probably me. Obviously, Second Harbor from Montreal. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Second Harbor?
Second Harbor. Are you hip
From
to
Montreal?
them? Yeah.
I thought they were.
Are you hip to them? The three-piece band?
The
post-hardcore band? Yeah.
post-hardcore. Wait,
Yeah.
am I getting it wrong? I thought there was a band called Second Harbor from Brantford, Ontario.
Maybe. It's a really good name for a band, so I could see there being like two. Is
Maybe
there
I could
actually
be
another
wrong.
Second
It
Harbor?
might just be Harbor.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the band names just start to meld together.
Second Harbor from Montreal, post-hardcore. I got to think about this carefully. I feel like Second Harbor, Judgment from Oshawa,
Judgment,
because I
okay.
really fuck with them.
No.
And I'm gonna throw in Other Wives. I feel like that would be
Other Wives?
really that'd be
that
a really
makes sense.
sick.
That's a good way
St.
to end it.
Catharines
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
That would be like a dream bill I could put together for this year.
Yeah.
You know,
That makes sense.
but we'll see. They have a busy summer opening for the Goo Goo Dolls.
Whoa.
Yeah, at Crew Fest.
Oh, did I miss that?
in Brantford? They announced it. They haven't done it yet. They haven't done it yet.
Crewfest. That's the.
I think it's in Brantford.
Yeah. Crewfest is in Brantford. Yeah, that used to be What the Fest, and then it turned into something else.
Yeah.
And then the promoter for that ran away with the money, and so I just remember that from my high school days.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Oh yeah, because I think he booked like Weezer and stuff.
Yeah.
And then apparently Weezer was like, we didn't know we were playing this or whatever.
That's a dream, like a life dream, to like do so many shows and be a big enough band to where you just like forget, or you're just like, I didn't know about this show.
Yeah.
That this fucking random guy booked.
Oh, I thought you meant like to run away with the money. I was like, wow, getting that alive.
Yeah,
Like, that's
just
fun.
put that on
it's
camera.
Easy, yeah.
How about you? What's your, this is actually a good question. What's your dream bill?
Ooh, proper dream bill.
So is he
Actually, you
playing-
know what?
Is he playing in this, or is this?
No. He's gonna
As a
book.
promoter,
He's gonna
yeah,
book. Yeah.
probably.
But it has to be artists that like you can't say like Nickelback right now or anything. Like no huge bands. Like I want to know like Niagara
Bands.
Niagara-ish, or like
or
I
like
said,
attainable. Yeah, attainable bands.
And don't get me wrong, I do think you could like at a certain point book Nickelback for sure.
Yeah,
like, I think
something
you
like that.
have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
grind in you to where you'll be booking like big
Well,
bands.
actually, TLDR, I started this, and the unattainable dream, which probably will never happen, but nevertheless, I put it into the universe.
Yeah.
Phoebe Bridgers. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
It's
Phoebe
like
Bridgers?
she's like a really big sad girl artist.
Okay.
You know, like she like opened for Taylor Swift on a tour.
Okay. Like
Right?
acoustic?
No, not acoustic. I don't think she would be happy with me calling her a sad girl artist.
Yeah.
To be fair, because she plays
Like
sad
what,
girl.
Billie Eilish?
Yeah, like in that vein
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That like she has like, to put it into context, I don't know. She has like 2.5, maybe more than that, million followers on Instagram.
Okay, so she's up,
and she
yeah.
just won. I think her band Boy Genius just won 3 or 4 Grammys this
Wow.
year. To put that into context
Yeah,
for like
yeah.
how
She's, like,
unattainable
big.
this is.
Yeah. Currently.
Yes, currently. But who fucking knows? You know.
You never know.
Yeah. Still, Phoebe Bridgers, maybe. Who knows?
In the future.
But
for
yeah,
sure.
in terms of something that's like more more attainable now, Caleb Fast. Yeah, Caleb Fast. Caleb Fast. Obviously.
No. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be me. Give me 5 or 4. 4 more now. Give me 4, yeah.
I don't know, man. Here's the thing. It's like there's so many really cool bands in the area.
Yeah,
I would actually,
just that you personally like. He
I
wants to
personally
book all
like.
you guys. Don't
Yes,
worry.
yeah,
he wants
yeah.
to book all you guys.
I mean,
Just that you're fucking with. Like, if I was gonna book one like of just Niagara bands, I would do like Other Wives. I really fucked with Days on Parade. I think they'd have a good lineup together.
Yes.
Other Wives, Days on Parade.
I do want to work with Other Wives though at some point.
You haven't done a show with them yet, eh?
No. Like, there's a lot of bands that in the area. That's what I'm saying. Is like there's so many bands in the area that I know. Like, I really wanted to work with Nitro Girl.
You did Mo Killed My Cool. Though.
I've done that. I've worked with them a couple times.
You remember that? You came to the first Warehouse show I ever did, right? With Other Wives, Mo Killed My Cool, and Morav. Damn. Yeah, they were really good. They're sick. Oh shit.
Right. Wasn't that sold out? That was properly sold out, right?
It was close to sold out. No, I was only we did like 130.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it was good though. That was Mo Killed My Cool's first show.
Right.
I think that was their first show.
Yeah, they push like nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
Also, Eli and Greg and them
just
go so goddamn hard all the
they're,
time.
They're killers.
Yeah.
I think the one guy just stepped down from their band. Mitch, I think his name was.
Mitch? Really?
Maybe. He was a guitar player, I think.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Mitch.
So they're like a 3-piece now.
Oh, really?
Which would probably be cool. I don't know. Right. Second Harbor is like, I think their sound is like so full. You should really check them out if you haven't.
Okay,
yet. And they're just a 3-piece.
Yeah.
Like a 3-piece.
I love that.
Yeah, like a 3-piece like can really fucking, I don't know, make like a really big sound. I don't know how it's possible without, the extra guitar, but
right. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of it comes down to like fun and interesting riffs, right, and like good instrumentation and just a good use of like negative space and stuff. But like, yeah, like I don't know. I'm no proper musician when it comes to that stuff.
No,
but, but it's cool to see how a way like a 3-piece band makes it work, right?
Yeah. Well, I think it's really cool to see you like doing all this, making a brand around just promoting and like taking that side of things as opposed to like being the artist. I've said before on the podcast, like there's a bunch of ways to get involved in the music industry. Like you don't have to be like an artist. You know what I'm saying? What is some advice you could give to like somebody who wanted to do something similar to you, maybe in like a smaller area like us? Like we're actually in a pretty good. People like to say like the Niagara music scene's like kind of dead or like, but it's really not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands. There's a lot of artists. There's a lot of live music happening. What's some advice you would give to somebody? Because booking a show is sort of daunting, right?
Yeah.
To somebody who's never done it before. If somebody wanted to put on like a promo company or an event company, what's something they could do to get started?
Start small.
Yeah.
One of my main goals when I started doing this was sell out. It's better to sell out a small venue.
Oh, that's what I've said. Exactly.
It's better to sell out a small venue than book a big venue and have
40
the same
people
number.
come.
Yeah, exactly. And I've sort of bitten off more than I can chew in some capacity where I'm just booking more and more shows. But my main goal has always been like sell out small venues and then work my way up from there and make the mistakes along the way.
Well, it's just way better. It's a flawless victory, right?
Yeah.
If you sell out a venue, it's literally like it's a flawless victory, right? You won. You literally won.
Yeah.
No more people could come. You did the best you could possibly do, right?
Yes, it's actually the best you could have done.
And it's way more motivating too. It's way more motivating too because I've done like some shows that didn't turn out as well in like a bigger space and been like,
right.
Fuck.
Yeah.
If I would have just waited or... Sometimes you can't expect things though, right? Like you think shows are going to do better than they do.
Yep.
You know, you just have to keep pushing. You can't let, one loss, deter you.
I'll be honest, like I've been hit a couple times with some shows that turned out like
you have
to.
You're not going to fucking... How could you possibly go 100 at bat like right away?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like, it's so hard.
There's I mean like one of the best and worst parts about this is learning, like making mistakes.
Yeah.
But also like having the aptitude to be able to get up from those and not, and continue,
Yeah.
So basically, like learning from your mistakes and like basically not quitting, like like just if you don't do well, like don't be okay. I'm not good at this. Like just keep grinding at it.
Yeah, to some extent, and like we were talking about like other promoters, and I don't know about other promoters in the area, but for me, it's like there is.
I mean, I didn't know any of you exist. Oh,
Andy, technically, come on.
I mean, not really though, because like.
Yeah,
he
he's
just
not,
fucks with like. Well, he has like a label, really.
Yeah, he's not a promoter as much as like a label. Not to say that he doesn't promote.
You know what he does though, because he just did that Cavern show.
But he doesn't have like it's not a promotion company. It's a record label that is promoting
he definitely does, you're right. He does.
Yeah, like he does promote, but like,
he
yes.
like,
yeah. So like he has that half, but like not in that context. Yeah.
Would any like schooling, like business help?
Oh, I'm sure that there's something to be said about like having some sort of business experience with that sort of thing, right? Would help a lot. I think there's a lot in the music industry is a lot of, one thing I've learned a lot of since I started this is it's a lot of who you know. And it was always that, and I knew that walking in, and it was kind of just like, I didn't realize how bad it was until like I tried to book Cleopatra, and I fought for like 3 weeks to find his fucking email.
Yeah.
Why did it take me 3 weeks to find an email?
Yeah. Just for booking, right?
Just for booking them, you know? And it's like, luckily, like I had a friend that helped me out find them, but it was like, I knew a guy who knew a guy who knew a guy. And like, I can only imagine that it gets worse as you go further up the chain and stuff like that. Right. And some bands just don't want to play as much, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, they're very picky. Yeah. Some bands just like,
True,
yeah. True. Or they're very picky about it, and so
they'll save their juice for certain shows.
Yeah,
right? Which is smart.
Technically that is smart, and I totally
smart.
agree. Yeah, like
it's hard. Like the way I tell people too is like when you start booking shows, like don't look at like where you're from, because where you're from, people will come.
Yeah,
will come out because they know you or they like are hearing about you and shit.
No.
But like you can't waste your juice because then it'll make it look like tacky. So like you really only have like 2 hometown shows a year.
Yes,
kind of. Like you could stretch a third one, like especially where we're from, because like there's multiple cities like in the same area. Like Niagara's pretty all close together, but that's one thing I would say too is like if you're starting out booking shows, just remember that like for you being the artist, like your own audience isn't gonna come see you fucking 5 times in a year.
Yeah,
not really when you're starting out because you're exhausting the same. 50, 60 people or whoever it circulates.
And like $5-10, you know, 15. I mean, inflation, am I right? $10, $15 per show for like a local show. It's like, okay, it's fine. But like every weekend, every other weekend, you know, it's like, okay, that's $20 a month.
Especially for somebody like me too, who is like, yo, like I want to go to a bunch of shows all year, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you can't, you know, people want to see different bands too. You know, it's hard. It's not an easy thing. And like if you're from a super small area, like chances are you're gonna have to fucking move because if you're in fucking, I don't know, the middle of nowhere doing shows, like. If you're in Roblin, Manitoba, shout out where my cousin's from. Like, you know, it's a small town.
Now I know why my buddy has a guy I know has a band called Middle of Nowhere.
Middle of Nowhere. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, because it is. Yeah.
So the not philosophical, the vision, the 5-year goal, dream of Medium Baby.
That was a good one. Yeah.
What like are you asking like what the plan is? Like what do
what's
I
your 5-year goal? What's your vision? Like your vision, or what do you see? Where do you see this company in 5 years? You know, the typical, you know, question.
Yeah. Okay, so the interview. In what context do you mean? Just so I can be sure. But
where do you see the Medium Baby? Do you see it like exploding? Do you think it like? What do you want it to be in 5 years?
Yeah, that's fair.
You quitting your job and this is your full-time thing.
Right.
I can see that.
That was one thing that I've considered. I don't exactly know if that is plausible for me to quit my full-time job and do this full-time. That's not to say that I wouldn't want to. So I mean, call it proper dream goal, and let's say maybe in 5 years. That would be fantastic. That would be amazing. I would love to see that, right?
Manifest that shit.
Yeah. But the other thing is like, I think in theory, one of my main goals is to actually pay my team.
Well, no,
honestly,
that's
like
fair.
it's a small goal, but like it's so hard to find the money, not just like to like they take the top priority in terms of like if and when there's money comes in, right? Like they take it first. But I would like to, to answer your question a little bit more succinctly, yes, I would like to do this full time. That would be amazing. I don't know exactly what that would look like. Maybe it is establishing a home in a couple different venues and stuff like that. Maybe taking the team and expanding it in certain ways. to have more compartmentalized roles within the team and stuff like that. Because right now it's sort of free flowing, but we're figuring it out as we go. And Vertigo really helped. You know, when we talk about like mistakes and not mistakes, sorry, but like an iterative process. Vertigo was very much an iterative process. You know, we like established mini teams and we sort of figured out like where the hell are we gonna go? Like who sits where, who's taking on which, because like I can't run this all on my own, but everyone's very excited. I think one of my sorry, this is a little bit off topic, but like one of my favorite things about doing this in general and sort of why I started was like the community of it all. You know, like I love seeing people, and like Vertigo was like the piece de resistance of that, right? Where it's like everybody came out, everybody supported. Most people were there either for me, for the band, or just for the general vibes, you know? And I'm hoping to see more people come out just for the vibes next year as well. But yeah, I guess in terms of 5-year goals.
So do you plan on basically focusing on just local talent, or like is something like the Meridian Center with Nickelback or something? Is that like, if you could do something like that, is that part of the goal, the dream of Medium Baby?
Yeah, like would you scale it? Sorry to add on to that. Would you scale it to like a point where you now run a booking company that like books Canada?
Oh,
or like a big fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like really scaled it, right?
Yeah, like it's like I said, are you just trying to focus on,
or just indie, or like just indie kind of artists,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
So like, am I expanding outside of Niagara
or just,
region?
Like I said, trying to do bigger things, like you know, the Meridian Center. Like, you know,
just pop it off like crazy, like
I think I'd more agree with developing what's here in Niagara.
Okay. Yeah.
We talked about this before in terms of like promoters that are in, call it the country as a whole. There are so many, you know, like there's people that like, even if I could grow to the biggest that I could, there's already people that are way more established than me, right? And like you even have stuff like Moto Live and oh my god, there's another one that's
you could give them a run for their money.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I couldn't, but it's
cool that you want to. I feel like you want to at least right now focus on Niagara.
Yeah, I think that.
But I think that's a lot to focus on too.
There's a lot here, man.
That's what I mean. Like that, you know.
And like worst case Ontario, you know, we set up like we build our own venue here. You know, like if we build our own venue here, that's like. I don't see why that can't be its own stream of income.
And I feel like you should fuck with Toronto too. I feel like you could definitely expand to Toronto because I feel like you could kill it there financially too.
Yes.
And keep growing everything. And I also, you know, going back to what I said earlier where I was like, oh, do you pay your team? Like fucking, it's hard. Like, bro, like I shout out all the people. I don't fucking pay either. Right. That, you know, like you want to pay, and I think that's a fucking that's a commendable goal, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like I pay them, you know, I pay them with the
exactly,
parties.
And like things go around and good vibes go around, but fucking, it's cool that people at least want to be, you know, like a part of something.
Yeah,
you know that.
Hence the community,
especially
that I was saying
that
before, right?
That you're trying to do with all this, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
So where
can
the
great
people,
questions. Sorry. Yeah.
where can the people find you at, bro? Like how do people get in touch?
With me or Medium Baby?
Medium Baby. Well, yeah, we can drop the personal.
Yeah, drop the personal.
Run the followers.
I mean, it's the same thing, anyways. It's just Kirk Danuco. It's just me.
Yeah.
Or Kirk _ Danuco.
I think I have to call this the Medium Baby interview, though.
Yeah, no, that's
like
fair.
legendary.
Yeah.
one of many. But what is your Instagram? It's just at Medium Baby.
At mediumbaby.niagara, because I think originally I had it just specifically for Niagara.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at Medium Baby Niagara, or I don't remember the dot is there or not, actually.
And if they want to get in touch with you, any bigger artists want to get in touch with you for a show, they just DM?
Yeah, DM is fine.
Do you have an email, like a booking email?
The email is probably the easier one for me.
What's the email?
mediumbaby.niagara@gmail.com.
Fuck yeah, there you go. Anybody who's fucking in Niagara wants to fucking put on a banger show, you know who to get after.
Yeah, or touring artists too, you know?
Exactly, like, touring artists, people that are coming through, people that want to get in touch, people that I know. Fucking, if you're trying to put together a show, where do I go? How do I put on a show? There's your man right there. Kirk Danuco, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude, my brother.
Bro, thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yes. Dude.
First of many, bro.
Yeah, thank you. And we'll chat offline.
Yeah.
About our
100%. Medium Baby Show cooking. Yeah. Uncle Bruce. Uncle Bruce, thank you for coming on. First successful co-hosting episode.
Bruce, thank you.
I think of many. Thank you so much, bro. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Go check them out. Drink water, find God.
Podcast right
Fastest.
See you guys soon. Peace. Dude, that was a flawless